Day 11 still. So as expected, it's flat farmland, and hopefully it remains to be easy until we get to the Darlington shelter. It's about 14.5 miles. We're gonna go today, our biggest day. Probably not our toughest, but we shall see. I don't know if you could hear the gunshots in the background. So supposedly in Pennsylvania, they are big on shooting guns all around. They have journals in all these shelters and stuff, so you can write your name, little message, whatever you want. Someone mentioned that all the gunfire in Pennsylvania, and this isn't the first time we've heard it. So hopefully we don't get shot. That person made it through. They said that they just finished Pennsylvania the southbound way. So totally see what they're talking about at this point. Also, weather has held out. Only a little bit of rain. I mean, still in the beautiful countryside here. No rain to really ruin our day yet. We have these pack protectors on when it rains, so it's hard to show them on, but Janine, so if it rains, our gear's protected. We got that. This actually turns into a rain jacket. I could reach in there and pull it out. Probably show it to you later. We are going through another farm here, and we were going through some of those meadows that looked like grazing fields. And we were thinking, liability wise, having the trail go through an area that your animals are as a farmer, you know, seems kind of risky. But here we are. Sure enough, it's true. We got cattle, probably dairy cows, right, Janine?
Yeah, dairy cows.
They are right here. I guess they just don't attack people often enough to actually put barriers up or whatever. Yeah, they're just hanging out. Some of these fences have wire big enough for a tiger to kind of scurry underneath, but we've been making him go over these stairs here that they have over all these like farm transitions or paddocks, and we don't really know if some of these might be electrocuted to keep the cows in. So we're just being cautious. Usually they have like signs up or something, but just being cautious. Looks like a farmer was kind enough to mow the path here. Now, one thing we've been seeing the past like 15 miles are ticks, unfortunately. We kind of just hit like a tick barrier, and now we're in it, and we're constantly getting them off of us. It is not cool. We were going to treat our clothes with something called permethrin. You can actually get it factory treated where it lasts like 50 washes or whatever it is, and basically that stuff just instantly kills like any insect, ticks included, which it seemed like a good idea. Problem with that is walking through the rivers, and we've fallen in with our shoes, and you know, our socks would have been treated. It actually kills fish and other wildlife. It's that potent, so you can't really, any like branches you're touching or things you're passing by that touches that stuff, it is leaving a mark. So we opted not to do it. I mean, trying to be responsible. I guess we just diligently have to check each other and the dog for ticks. We in time see if that is gonna work. So the mountains are getting closer and closer. We hiked up the mountain that we saw in the distance earlier. I don't know if you can see down there that road. So they have a forced 14.5 mile day, which is crazy. There's no camping between at all, and our feet are real sore even on that flat ground. Actually, we saw some other people we were hiking with really just not doing well. We're actually probably the first people to make it here. And yeah, there's no water along the way either because it's all agricultural land. They have a lot of runoff of fertilizer and cow manure, etc. But we did it. We made it 14 and a half, pretty much almost there. And yeah, it's a pretty nice picturesque view. We probably came from those mountains over there and crossed over all this land here in the past 2 days. So it's actually kind of cool to look out and think about it like that. Anyway, good way to end day 11. It is day 12. We are in the midst of the most torrential rain we've seen. We woke up decently early this morning. We're gonna kind of wait out till I guess this kind of cools down a bit. Then we're gonna break the tent down and we're gonna hike 8 miles to the next shelter and spend the night there. And we'll be just outside of Cannon. So it's probably gonna be a wet day, the wettest thus far. But yeah, it is what it is. We saw a break in the weather, so we made a run for it down the mountain. We are probably 2 miles or so into the 7.3 mile hike. So we'll be in rain at some point, probably as bad as it was this morning. But at least we're gaining ground right now, and we'll be at the shelter, you know, sometime in the afternoon. It's supposed to be thunderstorms, so hopefully we can beat that. We probably won't. Directly ahead of us, it looks like there are some mountains, so that's probably where we're headed. In the farmlands again, not sure. The government or whoever probably couldn't purchase the properties to make it continuous in the mountains, so that's why we're going through so much farmland. Is just a guess. This is on the way to, what's the name of that town? Duncannon. So pretty cool scenic view. It was raining pretty hard before. We had our umbrellas out. Tiger has his raincoat on. But yeah, very scenic. Very scenic. So I'm assuming the town's somewhere. We gotta get down from here somewhere. So maybe over there. And we might have a place to stay tonight, which is also great news. Janine and I are taking cover under this overpass in Duncannon here. It is like totally torrential downpour. We made it just in time under this thing. So we're gonna wait until it calms down a little bit and then check into our room. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna end day 12. We got a hotel room. It's not the nicest of hotel rooms. Actually, this is our only plug from that light. It was 35 bucks a night though, so it's a steal. And we showered and we're about to do laundry, so we're happy. It's day 13. We just finished breakfast. We stayed at this place, the Doyle. I guess it's a place that you have to stay as a thru hiker.
Yeah, it's apparently a classic. It was an experience.
What'd you think?
It was an experience.
35 bucks a night, like I said. It was a beautiful thing. Showered this morning. That's 2 showers in 2 days. That is like big luxury. Our laundry is pretty much done, just one more load, and we'll be doing 11 miles today. And we'll be probably in the woods for like 4 or 5 days. We are about to leave Duncannon. I did a quick resupply, so I just want to show you what it looks like at this point. It was like 9.3 pounds, which is a lot of additional weight to be carrying. So for breakfast, I did Pop-Tarts. We've enjoyed these kind of electrolyte things lately, and they don't really weigh much. So I got them. These are snacks, some venison sticks, cookies, some nuts, and Cracker Jacks. And then for kind of like our big dinner meals, we got the potatoes, which have been really nice. We've been enjoying those. Peanut butter, and these tuna fish packets, which don't have water, so they're much lighter. Each one of these is 2.5 ounces. And the tuna will pair with these tortillas, as well as we could throw peanut butter on those, so it's more of like a sandwich. So we'll see how it works out. It costs $43 for all this stuff, so it will be pretty affordable, and we're hoping it lasts 5 days, because that's what we needed to. So we're, again, learning as we go. We'll see how it works, and then maybe we lighten it up next time. Maybe it's too much. Maybe we need more.
So we feed Tiger people food, as most of you already know. So yesterday we got a bacon cheeseburger for the boy, and we ordered a bunch of things, and at one point they asked, oh, do you want that on a sub or I guess a bun, maybe they asked. But we thought it was for another sandwich, so said sub. And the bacon cheeseburger came on a sub. Very strange. Is this a Pennsylvania thing? I don't know. Hey, so John and Barry, who we met yesterday, told us there was a bear in town, and I think we found it.
First bear sighting of the trip. So we are just outside of Duncannon. Climbed a mountain this morning. We have about 7.7 miles left till our shelter. Came across our first snake this trip. Tiger, wait.
Tiger.
Tiger.
Get over here.
And I don't think it's poisonous. I'm not sure what type of snake that is, but we're gonna stay away. He's right on the trail, so I guess we gotta wait till he moves, and it's kind of like can't really pass by here. The terrain's a little bit rough. So that is 2 bridges that we crossed to get over to this side to climb the mountains, get back in the mountains. Duncannon's that whole strip down there. It was a great time. It's a beautiful day, awfully windy, but it's great.
Yeah, it is. 17 mile per hour winds apparently.
Good. It is day 14. We've been out here 2 weeks now. Eating lunch. It was a bit rainy this morning. Nothing too torrential or serious. We're not even that wet. Are you that wet? The boy's got his raincoat on. He seems dry. So, plan is to go 13 miles today. Somewhere.
Yellow Springs campsite.
Yes, Yellow Springs campsite. So, besides like aches and stuff, we're in pretty good condition, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah,
Is the boy.
Yeah, the boy seems good. He seems healthy and strong, and
Cold right now.
he's cold right now. It's pretty cold out. I actually threw my jacket on. But yeah, we going along here. We almost ate this whole tray of cookies just at lunch. We ate 2 of those tuna packets, a bunch of those burrito tortilla shells, and some peanut butter. So we're actually eating a lot of calories at this point. Pretty hungry. We even had breakfast, the Pop-Tarts. So yeah, catch up with you later. We have concluded day 14. It was a cold, wet day. We hiked 13 miles. So we set up our tent and made some food. We used the last 3 packets of ramen we had. They were all different flavors. We coined this concoction creamy chicken beef chicken. We'll see how it tastes. We got the exhausted boy here, the exhausted girl here, and the exhausted guy here. So we're actually 2 days out from a hotel, which we booked when did we book that?
Last week sometime, before we even realized we were going to stay at the Doyle. But this place is an upgrade from the Doyle.
Nice. So we're looking forward to that. It's in Pine Grove. So yeah, I think we're 20 miles away from that location. So we'll probably do around 15 tomorrow and have a nice easy day on our hotel check-in day. Day 15. So we had a cold night last night. It was somewhere in the 30s. We just bundled up. A bit chilly this morning, but now it's around noontime or so. Pretty nice day. We have 12 miles to hike today. From where we stayed last night, we have 22 miles to our next destination, which is actually a hotel a bit nicer than the one we stayed at last. So we're really looking forward to that. So once we do the 12 miles today, we'll have 10 miles tomorrow. We want to make it there by check-in time. That way we are kind of using it the most we can to get the most hours out of it. So we just finished day 15. It was a good day. Nothing too scenic or anything like that. Just did 12 miles total. We are 10 miles outside of Pine Grove. It's a city that we're going to spend a night in, and it's going to be in a hotel and stuff, so we're excited. We're going to pick up a package which has food. It has some things we were missing, like our charger doesn't charge our battery fast enough. It's not the right amps, things like that. So that will be great. We're also going to do another shakedown, which we have ideas of things we're going to eliminate. We've been seeing a bunch of thru hikers from Georgia who have left in February, March, who are just making it up here now, and their packs are like half of ours, something like that. So we're trying to get lighter here because, you know, you can tell, you know, it obviously matters. You know, everyone we're running into that's come this far, their packs are like half the size. So that'll be good. So I know it's 2 weeks now. I'm going to post this video tonight. We have service. We haven't had service in a couple days. So just kind of recap of, you know, we're on day 15 now, 2 weeks in. So we're feeling actually good. Like the hill we just went up, or I guess slope or mountain or whatever, people were saying is the hardest climb in like Pennsylvania, and we saw that after we did it, and we're like, didn't really seem that bad. So I think our bodies are getting more adjusted. Our feet have hardened up a bit. You know, we just have kind of the things that you'd expect, like some blisters, and your legs are sore. Feet get real sore every day, just throbbing from hiking this much. But nothing major, fingers crossed. We've made it through. So there's Janine.
Hey.
How you doing, Janine?
Good. Yeah, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Today was the first day we decided to listen to music, or I listened to an audiobook. I think it made a difference.
Yeah, I agree.
That, and I heard you say that we were getting conditioned, which I totally agree with as well.
Yeah. We charged up our battery at the Doyle, so we're going to be in Pine Grove tomorrow, so we just have energy to burn at this point, which is actually pretty cool. So I was just listening to music all day. It kind of breaks it up. I really like it personally. Some people think it kind of ruins the experience, but hey, I like it. You know, they say hike your own hike, so I think I'm gonna get like headphones or something to be able to continue to do it. But everything's great. We're loving it, and should post a video within the next 5 days or so. I'm just guessing. Whatever happens, happens, but hopefully once a week.